Yo, what up? What up? Trying to do something a little different on the laptop. Everybody, on the let me see. What up, Voss World? Michael White, what up? Leak, what up? What up, Marquise? Put that in there right now. Hey, let me know if the audio is good. I'm trying to. Y'all know I ain't, I just hit the live button and go. I just hit the live button and go. No edits, no backgrounds, none of that. What up, Lee George? What up, Eddie? Yeah, all is good, man. How you doing, Eddie? I remember when you first started out, man. You was doing your thing. Hit the link, man. Let's talk about it. I know it's a lot of stuff going on about the market. It's a lot of people going out of business. Fuel prices, it is what it is. A lot of people have been asking about buying trucks, buying trailers, auction, dealers. What's the best way to go? How to do it? Let's talk about it. Y'all can hit the link too. Tap in with me. Let's get a conversation going. I've been chopping up. Shout out to Cam the Trucker Man. One of the few guys I do watch. Trying to learn the game. What up, Drone Jones? There you go, right there. Yeah. Some stuff going on. Oh, you at the house?
Oh, what up?
What up? You at the house? You in the dark. You got that Arizona sunshine. That joint be blazing.
I was sitting here in the dark, man. I'm book a load too.
What up, Toga?
Go back.
They coming in. They got that tragic joint. Yeah, let's talk about it, man. I know we was talking about it on Facebook with that convoy. I'm like, man, that joint crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy now because Convoy out here got Tyson loads on the board. It's like, oh shit, like the fuck, like, yeah. So, but it's getting weird, man.
Yeah, you just gotta hold in there a little bit longer. I think it's going, like I said it on his channel, man. I think the market's gonna flip next month. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It should. It seems like right now they're doing a last minute crash. They're just crashing out, man. It's like with some ridiculous, rates. I just got the phone just a minute ago, right when you went live. There was like 2 picks, 2 drops. Phoenix to Denver, 2,200. I was like, man.
Yeah. Convoy doing what they're doing. All them apps doing what they're doing. Coyote, C.H. Robinson, that's another joke. What's the other one? Uber, joke.
I seen some dude, I think he was out of Florida, maybe not. He was going in on them, talking about don't haul their loads and stuff like that, whatever. So, nah, he just said they call him. He said, before we go any further, I don't even haul your loads, and hung up on him or something like that. Crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I think we was talking about that coyote too when you got to haul X amount of loads to pull a load or something like that. Or something.
Yeah, like 700 loads. Like, come on, man, that's impossible, man. Like, who's doing it? Knight and Swift? Is this part of Knight and Swift plan to haul all the Coyote loads and U.S. Express? I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't really do that. I don't really touch the apps. I mean, I might click on it just see what's out there, but I don't know the last time I hauled a coyote load. Well, I think I did one. Well, not me personally. One of the drivers did one maybe about a month ago. But convoy, to forget about it.
Yeah, it's rare that I get a load off of one of them. I think we hauled like maybe one, maybe two convoy loads this year. I know we hauled one for sure. It was a power only. I think only one. One of those, one Coyote, one JB Hunt. I don't get too many loads off of them like
Yeah,
that. So
JB Honey to fix their app. Every time you log in, it logs you out or something crazy going on with them.
uh,
I don't know.
just I just saw a few minutes ago. I don't think did I screenshot. Did I screenshot that? I
But
was
I
looking
found
at a load. I was looking at a load, and then I don't know if it was the same load, but I got an alert in my phone saying uh that whatever. Let me see exactly what it said before let me see.
but I noticed with JB Hunt and Uber, even though I don't even click on the apps, they be sending me like emails or they'll call me directly or call the line directly. It's like, hey, we got this. We see you in the area. You did this, that, and the third a couple months back, stuff like that. And I'd be like, all right, well, what you got it going for? Well, we got it for this price. I'm like, all right, we need it for this price. Oh, we can't do that. I'm like, you hit me up.
Right.
You already know how
Yeah.
I'm coming. Like, you already dealt with me.
You gonna call me and say, what can you do it for? I got some money in this, and I give you a rate. Then you're gonna come all the way down below the market. Like, get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's getting
The,
crazy.
the other thing I was talking to them about, I was trying to do a video yesterday, but you know how StreamYard is. If you're moving down the road, it keeps like cutting off, buffering. So it's just like whatever. I was telling one, who was that live? Tricky or Checkmate? One of them last night before I went in the house. DAT had did an update, and the update is I warn y'all listening not to do this, man. They got this thing called profit estimator. When you look on the load board now, you start putting in your information, man. They're gonna use it against you down the road, man. You might not think so, but later on, you keep on you punching your stuff, you pull reefer, you putting in your weekly expenses, stuff like that. They just gathering that information, man, and they're gonna send it to a broker, sell it to a broker, and use it against you, man. But when you think about it, they could put an update like that in on the load board, right? But you can't fix the Monday, Friday, and around the holiday load board crashes. But you can put that kind of stuff in there. You can make that fix, but you can't fix the problem that's always happening. And they can't sit there and say that it's just a crash. No, because your maintenance, because you be having regular maintenance deals that be happening, and you let us know that the maintenance is going to happen between 8 o'clock at night and whatever, right? And normally it's like on a Wednesday or some oddball day. But you always got these crashes on Monday, Fridays, and around holidays. But you want to put this in so we can put our information in, then look like fools later on. Dudes pay too much money, man, to DAT, 50 to over $1,000 a month, and they can't fix that problem. It's constant.
Yeah, yeah. I remember hitting you up a couple of times about this DAT down. I'm like, what's going on?
I screenshot them, man. I look right around the times when they do it all the time. It really never happens at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 1 p.m. It always happens between 8 o'clock in the morning, depending where you're at in the country, and 11. It was live the other day. I was talking to them. They had a DAT live. And I asked them now, I said, so what's up with that, man? They sat right there and looked at it like I wasn't talking to them. but they had the nerve to say, "You guys want to make more money? You got to run more miles. You got to run a little slower." Yeah, you're spending more money to make the same money
Yep. Yep.
or less.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out there, man. The market. I mean, the market. Like I said, I think the market's gonna flip. Some of you guys just got to hang in there, man. This is actually kind of normal. I mean, it does it every year, but everybody complains
It's
about it. You know.
yeah, it's kind of normal with the there's too many damn there's too many things involved now. Too many damn trucks. Too many damn dispatch companies. They all there's too many hands in it now.
Yeah, it's trying to. I think it's trying to mellow out a little bit. Like I said, I'm getting like a lot of emails about dedicated freight, drop trailer opportunities, power. I don't never get power only opportunities, but I'm starting to get that too, like power only opportunities. But some of that stuff don't even make sense. But like I said, you sent me the joint about your joint with I think that was with containers.
Yeah, that was some joint from last night.
But
Yeah,
it's a lot of that going on. Usually when they start doing that, it's trying to lock in rates and get dedicated, carriers to run them. And then, if you sign the contract, I haven't really been seeing like a lot of signing contracts. It's more of like a handshake. Like, hey, you do this, we offer this, but then you kind of get bit in the ass later
yeah,
on. They try to drop the rates.
yeah.
I don't know. It's kind
I
of it's
did.
kind of weird.
I did. One matter of fact, I was looking at it probably like 30 minutes ago. Um, I just wanted to see what they're gonna do. 'Cause I really don't like talking to them with these little bids they be doing. They had a Phoenix to Albuquerque run. Like I already know what the freight is. I know exactly where it's going, coming in, going to. I mean, coming from and going to. I know everything about it. So I want to see what y'all gonna say. It was like he ain't said a damn word since I spoke about it with him. Been about a month, so
Yeah.
they'll try to get it off of you and won't call you back or nothing like that, or use it against you and lower the rate.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a lot of shippers. Now I have been seeing a lot of shippers want to work with carriers directly. Um, they're getting tired of the brokers. I had a conversation with two shippers and said the same. They said one of them said something about TQL for sure. He just blew up as soon as I pulled up. He was like, "Man, I'm sick and tired of this TQL." And then he was like, "Let's do the deal now." He was like, "You got your paperwork?" I said, "I got my laptop in the truck right now." I took the laptop inside the shipper office and I said, "Hey, that's what you need. Well, we need a W-9 and COI." I said, "I got all that right here. Let's do it."
Yeah,
You
I got
know?
that joint. My laptop had broke, but I got it all on my phone. So somebody say something, click, click. There you go.
Yeah. I think the other one was talking about I can't remember the broker it was, but they said it pretty much the same thing about, they're getting tired of the brokers. Even recently yesterday I talked to a customer. He was talking about, yeah, I see what these brokers are doing. He's giving y'all drivers like the low's going for like I guess the low's going for about $2,000. We got it from another broker for 1,600, but you see another broker doing it for 1,000. I'm like 1,000 to 1,600. That's a big difference. So you trying to lowball drivers and shippers see that they're like, why is this? We're giving this broker $2,000 and he's trying to give it to a driver for $1,000.
Yeah,
I
they
caught that red handed. I'm not that I ain't go snitch to the customer and let them know, but I'm not gonna step on anybody's toes. But we already know what's going on. We got the inside scoop, so I can come in and be like, hey, I'm not trying to take out no brokers, but we can work directly. And we can and sometimes they'd be like, well, we can't work directly with the carrier. Okay, I'll pull out the
shoot,
brokerage.
take their ass out, man. Because you the carry, they gonna take your ass out anyway.
That's what he said. He said, well, we start working with the carrier directly. I was like, oh, I got a brokerage too. Oh, he said, oh, really? I was like, yeah. What you need? It's always, that's why I said the brokers sometimes come in handy because sometimes they can't work with the carrier directly. You pull that brokerage out, I'm gonna still broker it out to my own trucks. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's gonna be the same thing. Um,
Yeah, I guess as long as at the end of the day you can get it moved without,
yeah, that's all they worried about
the
is
pro.
getting, point A to point B. That's all shippers care about. Point A to point B. That's all they really care about at the end of the day. If you provide a good service, and I've been doing that lane for like 6 months now. They see the same truck every day. He said, "Man, I love your driver, man. He keeps his truck clean. We have good conversations." That's what I was like. That's what we like to hear. He gave me the alley oop. I'm gonna dunk it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So
how it be, man. You provide a good. You don't. You play your role for a couple months, then the opportunity is gonna come up.
yeah. Like I said, these brokers, man, you got them out here. They just kicking the can down the road. What was that load last week? I want to say it was Yuma. Yeah, it was like Yuma to I want to say Missouri, Springfield. No, Moberly, Missouri. I knew it was a Walmart load. Man, they had the load for like 2,400. They wasn't even looking for a team all damn week. All of a sudden at the end, now it's like Thursday. You got the load for 3,000. It's still like 1,600 miles, and you want a team to do it. That's all they do is kick the can down the road and see what they can get away with. But people still jump on it. That load still paid below the market average, and it's still and it paid below what a solo should run it for. But some people probably say, so what should a solo run it for? Not no 2,200,
Sure.
1,600 miles, no 2,400, no 3,000. Shoot, yeah, they gave it for a team for 3,000. It was still $1 something. So
Yeah, I
coming
mean,
out of Yuma, and the problem out here is most likely you're deadheading 200 to 250 miles to go get a load. I mean, there's some loads in Phoenix, but it's so thin it ain't even funny.
y'all got ain't that time of year right now where y'all got stuff coming from Mexico? What is it? Was it avocados?
Yeah, I hauled some last week. Was it last week? Where the hell I hauled them avocados from?
Because
Um,
I just had a drive through
no,
avocado.
I hauled them out in Cali. I picked them up in Cali.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
avocado season.
yeah, I
Um,
picked them up out there in Cali, delivered in Cali.
because I had
So,
one of the drivers pick up out of Jersey, brought it down to uh Virginia avocados, and I was like, okay, so I guess avocados is coming in now. Um, but yeah, this avocados and lettuce all year round pretty much. But avocados, the produce is starting to come in. That's
yeah,
why I
it's
said,
coming in. Just probably gotta wait a couple more weeks, whatever, and go from there. Trying to work with some people now, but we'll see how it go.
yeah, you're gonna have to pull up on
I,
some of you guys.
only problem with out here is I said it on one of them lives. I got to battle the double license plate agents, man. So it's like I got to battle them trucks from Mexico. They got an Arizona or Texas or California tag with a Mexico tag. Like all this joint crazy, man.
Because I heard something was going on down in Texas where he got some guys from Mexico bringing the rates down or something like that.
And they probably are shoot. I mean, their pesos, versus the dollar. But yeah, I mean, I be seeing them. They be having like 1997s with a U.S. license plate and a Mexico license plate, and they all in California with them. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you damn near can't win messing around like that.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have to pull some strings of where you at, man. Like your tactic gotta be way different. You're gonna have to come out there strong, and just pull up some of these shippers and try to get what you get. I tried to do it a little bit of it. I think it was like a year and
Crazy.
a half ago, 2 years ago.
The crazy part, 'cause I remember like 2 years ago, yeah, you couldn't really find them. They there though. You just gotta go down there. The
Yeah, you got
problem is you gotta go down there and get some phone numbers and talk to whoever and shit. but they try to keep that shit kind of like inside. You know, we
Yeah,
ain't gonna let too many outsiders come in here, other than the brokers.
I see everybody talking about that Swift off U.S. Express. That don't. I mean, to be honest, that ain't got nothing to do with what I got going on. That's just another way for y'all to, I guess, distract y'all from what's really going on. But Swift,
Yeah,
that's just. I mean, they do that every year. Same, these bigger companies buy these smaller companies, and that's normal. It all started. That big splash was with that Celadon situation. Remember that Celadon that happened to
yeah.
Celadon?
Celadon left everybody hanging out to dry, whatever. Yeah, Swift and them just trying to make they shit bigger, So problem is that's a dry van. I ain't gonna say that's mostly a dry van problem right there. Um, because now I don't even know how many trucks US Express got. I think they used to have about 5,000-6,000 back in the day. I don't know what they got now.
But you still gonna see U.S. Express trucks running around. It's just
Yeah, they
you
gonna let them do what they do.
yeah, it's just owned by Swift, Knight, whatever how you want to call it, but it's still
Yeah,
owned by
they
them.
they gonna do what they do, just like when they did Abilene and all them. So
Yeah, Abilene's under Swift too, right? Or Knight, I mean.
one of them, they don't matter, same thing. But Swift been doing that forever though. They did it with I mean it was different scenarios, but they did it with Dick Simon. They did it with all of them. I mean, MS Carriers was a sell, but they've been doing it. I don't know. The first one I seen them do was when there's a company called Merit. They bought them for like $1 billion, and that was like right after the MS Carrier purchase. You
Yeah,
know,
I think really what's going on, man. I think it's they trying to compete because I think Amazon. It's something I always say it's something to do with Amazon. I think Amazon got a real stronghold on something on them or something like that, and I think these bigger companies trying to compete with Amazon. Amazon is kind of quiet right now, but they about to make a big splash real soon.
oh shoot, like my boy, what's his name, Mike was saying, Scarsdale is like, yo, they easily Swift, Night, US Express, they easily can just pull for Walmart, no problem. You know, I'm starting to see more and more too of some of this stuff. Like I see a lot of CR England pulling for Walmart out here. I see them pulling for Safeway. These companies that's where they went to, over the years. So all this super regional stuff or whatever.
Yeah, some of that stuff. And I just saw my first what's it that cab over Tesla truck? That's what it is.
Oh, that how do you pronounce it? They build them right here where I live at, like right up the road. On
Yeah, I
cab
saw
over
one.
electric trucks.
I saw one in Richmond today.
Okay, no, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I saw one for the first time. I was like, God dang, they bring it in Richmond now. I thought we was always the last ones to see stuff, but I seen one. I seen one
Yeah,
for the first time.
I saw one in Atlanta. It was Covenant. He was pulling a trailer. And I seen one the other day. I want to say it was in Gallup, New Mexico. He was pulling a flatbed. So, yep. But they build them right out here where I live at, like about 10 minutes away, 15 minutes. I'll be seeing them running on the service road out there by between Eloy and Tucson. Like they be testing them or something.
Yeah, I think you said. Then you send me a joint. One of them joints exploded or something, caught on fire. Or
I don't
somebody
remember.
might have been somebody else, but somebody sent me a picture of something. One of them things caught on fire.
Yeah, so they working on them. Some of them embarked one. They shut their operations down, I think. So I think another one did. But seemed like that other group look like they're gonna keep going.
Yeah, it's a lot of investors too. I remember when they was offering a deal, $20,000 down to pre-order your truck or something like that.
Mm, yeah,
I think a couple people bought in on that. A couple rappers and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, some rapper put money down for one. It was just like, all right, you could buy that. You know what you're doing outside of buying it.
Investing and stuff like that. I don't
That's
know.
what that's what the problem is. Even without that, just the situation we're in now. All right, you bought the truck. Well, what else?
What up, freight trucking, Nevada? Hey, yeah, Nevada and Nevada Cash is King and freight trucking. Hit the link, man. Let's talk about it, man. I'll be checking you guys out here and there. Y'all be talking about some of these topics.
Yeah,
Um, they got make sure y'all go check out Cassius King and Nevada Trucking Trails channel and freight trucking. They got some good information. They talk about. I know Cassius King's on there every day.
yeah,
Talk about
right.
the market.
Yeah, I'll be checking them. You know, this is the first time I've seen. You said freight trucking?
Yeah, he does more of the direct customers. I think Cassius King said something about was it Freight Connect? It was Freight Connect. But yeah, I'd be seeing freight trucking on some of his videos.
Yeah,
What up, S125? I ain't seen you in a while, man.
yeah, man. You've been like MIA, man. They
Yeah,
say you
y'all.
became. They say you became Coco's manager or something.
I got a, I got a, I got a couple of my drivers talking about, man, you checked out Coco. I was like, man, what? Check out this picture. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be watching that, man, watching that channel, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, the equipment prices. A lot of you guys want to buy equipment, man. If you want to do it now. I was ready to do a screen share, but I had too much. It had too much confidential information on there or whatever. But yeah, man, the auction. I know a lot of you guys scared of auction, but uh, them prices is crazy. 2016s, 18,000, 19,000, 20,000. Dang, I see
yeah,
y'all pictures.
they coming down now.
They coming down like crazy. Reefer trailers, you can get 2014s, 18,000, 20,000. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that one got to come down a little bit more. They should be about 10,000 now compared to when you go back and look at it. I was like, damn, I bought. I was telling them last night I had bought a 13. I paid 10,000 for it. I bought a 15. What was it? 12,000. I paid 12,000 for that month. But it's just some people see something with a trailer and think it ain't. They don't want to mess with it or whatever. But when I got them, they pretty much was ready to hit the damn road, damn near. I just got them serviced and then ran them.
Yeah, trailers you a little bit more easy to buy at the auction. I mean, you can kind of I don't want to say wing it, but you can kind of see a trailer, and if you can see the underneath of it, and then make sure that reefer got low hours on it, it's kind of almost I don't want to say a guaranteed buy, but you can kind of pick
Yeah,
with it a little bit and fix what you need to fix once you get it to you.
yeah. A lot of guys just don't like. They probably don't even go. They don't go and look at them. So they just kind of like bid on it. That's it. You know.
That's what they do. Yeah, they just like when I was in that auction in Salisbury. Man, it was just people was just buying. He told me it was like, what did he say, like 1,200 people, something like that, up in the upper thousands, just bidding on equipment. My sales guy, my rep, he said people just bid on them. They don't even show up.
Yeah.
What do you guys got going on? I just came in a little late. Hear you guys talk about equipment.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
man?
what's going on? Yeah, we were just talking about it. I just I was like the market, equipment price. I know you was dropping a couple videos about the market. I know you said something about dispatching. You went back to using a dispatcher instead of
Yeah, I had to
dispatching.
give it up, dude. I
Yeah,
was gonna blow my head brains out because they're standing firm at like $1.25, $1.50. I'm like, if you're not booking 2-3 days out, like right now, I'm rolling and I'm over $2 a mile. They're keeping me going good, Every once in a while, they got to do what they got to do, but they're keeping me. The rates are keeping up above $2 a mile dry van, which, depending on where you're at, it's fucking hard to do, especially out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy because we was just talking about that on Facebook with the whole coyote thing. I was like, man, I put in a certain date. Well, I put all dates in and pulled up March 24th to I think April 7th, and I couldn't see it was no lows available. So that tells you right there. And then somebody said, your boy said, Just Hill said that yeah, they're booking a month in advance. I was like, that's crazy. I don't see how y'all can book a month in advance. That's just my opinion. That's just a bad business setup to be booking a month in advance for a load.
Well, when I was dispatching myself, I didn't have access to another contracted freight, right? And also like they book high value stuff, which I couldn't do because they were like, yeah, it's all this insurance bullshit. So that like whenever I found a high value load, it required like 250K insurance. They wouldn't let me book it. But then as soon as they started dispatching me, like the first couple loads were high value loads. I'm like, damn, you motherfuckers. Like, but I'm doing like 3 to 4K from Vegas up to like Seattle, Portland area, and then they're getting me about 1,500 over to Idaho, then 1,500 back down to Vegas. So they're keeping it. That's a good little lane.
Yeah. Oh, so you stay on the
like,
west? You stay on the west side.
Yeah, we're coming out of Idaho right now, and we're gonna go out to Indiana. It's $3,700, for a weekend load. It's over $2 a mile, but it's like $2.15, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about the, the $2, $2.50, $3. You got to be at a certain, but sometimes it really is all about, how your business is set up, what you can afford to do. I know somebody said something about $1.85 is the normal, is the average. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I mean, 330. What you said, 37.50 to go to Indiana from Idaho?
Yeah, from Twin Falls.
Yeah, I mean that works. That's driving though, so.
Yeah. Hey, that's realistic numbers. I don't know. I hear some people they're like, oh yeah, I'm pulling shit out of LA for 9K to Florida or 8K to Michigan. I don't see those rates anywhere.
Yeah, I think that's some cap right there. You can't get over 2.25 coming out. I done seen it.
Yeah, stay out of NorCal. You're gonna go to Cali.
Low is like maybe 6,000.
Stay out of San Francisco. Anything in NorCal, I wouldn't go nowhere near there. You're gonna be sitting, or you're gonna be taking a buck a mile out of there. You could do LA though. LA, San Diego, you can get something coming out of there.
You plan on getting your own authority, Nevada, or you gonna?
Nah, I'm comfortable where I'm at, man.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
If I ever did anything, that's what I would do though.
Yeah, that's the next step. That's the next
like
step.
if I wouldn't have bought a house, I'd be like right now this truck would be paid off and I'd be buying a trailer. So I kind of regret buying a house, but then again I'm like I don't because of the interest rates.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about. I remember somebody on Cam's channel. I think actually it was Cam. They was talking about the whole thing about buying houses and starting a trucking business. I spoke about that a couple of times. And I always say you always got to go with what the woman says, because if the woman says we want a house, you got to get the house. You can't go start the trucking company. But in some cases, you might be able to get the house, or you might be able to get the truck before the house, but you always got to talk to your partner first before you can make a decision, starting on, your business, but the thing about buying a house and trying to get a truck, it brings it down, raises your debt to income. Especially now we're buying trucks more than ever. They're checking that personal credit. They're checking your debt to income ratio. It changed up a little bit over time, but with everybody defaulting and repos happening and stuff like that, lending for equipment is being harder and getting harder and harder. So that's why I always say, if you got a union, I mean not a union, but a credit union or a relationship with a particular bank, take out that loan, a personal loan, and go get that truck you want. Use that leverage to get the title. Because you might go to a dealership and might be going for $30,000, $35,000 for a truck, you got the cash for it. You know, they might do it for 30,000, 28 or something like that. Not only you got the title, you know, you can use that as leverage, you know, in the future if you ever have to, you know, trade that truck in or sell the truck, you already got the title. You don't have to worry about owing the bank plus selling the truck. If you understand what I'm saying. Hold on, let me see. Let me drop it in there again. There you go. What's up? Cool. You going back there? Oh yeah, Victory Lap. I'm going out there in May, man. I'm locked in. May 16th through the 22nd. I'll be out there. Cartagena. I'm going back to Cartagena, man. It's
Yeah,
my
if you're
home.
looking for a dry van right now, I know Richie Bros. Every one that I passed has Vegas maybe had like less than 100 dry vans, but the one out there in Minnesota, I can't remember where it was at. I think it's right out 35. They had over 1,000 dry vans, man. I was like, whoa. You look at it, you can get a 21 for like 26,000.
Yeah,
20, 2021.
I was looking at that yesterday. I was looking because I'm actually looking to buy another trailer, and I was looking around and I was like, yo, these driving trailers, mad cheap, like almost brand new. And then I was looking at, then I went back to the reefers and I was like, okay, I can get a 2015 for 20,000 now. I was like, oh, that's crazy. With low hours.
Well, reefer was all the hype, you know, because dry van tanked and everyone's like going to reefer. So is the spot market on the reefer loads, is that holding pretty firm, or is it that kind of dropped off too?
Nah, it's still funny. Put it like it, because the only reason why I say that is because it's a lot of people still out here taking these cheaper loads. Like I ran into a situation the other day, and a load I used to run for about $1,300 went all the way down to $600, and I was asking the guy, how did he get that low? He was like, the truck drivers are taking it that low, you know. And I'm like, that's crazy, you know. And I end up having a driver just dead heading home. Like we're not doing that. But the reefer loads are like it's even the local lanes. It's harder to get like. And I did videos about this where I was making $1,000 a day and stuff like that. You can't even get $1,000 now. It's like we could barely get $700 now. Local lanes, you know. So it's still funny out here on reefer, you know. But like I said, I think the market's about to switch next month. Just the
Yeah,
amount of
I look every once in a while. Here's what I think. You got tax season coming up, right? What is that, next month?
yeah.
I honestly think a lot of guys, they made a lot of money and they got a huge tax bill, and that's going to be a big washout. And it's not like they're going to leave the industry. They'll probably go back to driving a company or doing something like that. But I think that's going to hurt a lot of people's taxes. People just not setting up their accounting and their write-offs properly, not really taking into consideration that, or not paying quarterly, and they get this huge tax bill, and then they look at the market and they're like, dude, for me to make that 30,000 or 15,000, I gotta put down this tax bill right now, which is a pretty realistic number for people out here. It's gonna take me 12 months to make that back, you know.
Yeah, taxes. Yeah, taxes. You know, I think you got the S corp, right?
Yeah, so I write off all my payroll and everything.
Yeah. So that S corp definitely is a game changer. Most
Hey,
definitely.
you hear a lot of wind in my background, Cooler? My mic straight?
Yeah,
You
you
sound
might
good.
be.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just make sure. All right, my bad.
What's going on, Cam?
Man, ain't not much rolling, man. Finna head down here to Atlanta, and then I'm headed to the house after that.
Hey, you
Okay.
catch all those super ego commercials on Facebook, man? Come
Yeah, I seen them. Joe.
come drive for the best.
Yeah, they hit it with a magical come drive for the magical company. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
all
see.
right.
I see they got a commercial on rotation on Facebook. I'm like, man, these people crazy, man.
Crazy, man. Hey, I swear, bro. Crazy, bro. They just trying it at this point. For real. I just,
Yeah.
yeah. I just seen two Super Ego Pete's. They was following each other. I don't know where they probably was selling them trucks to another company or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot going on.
You gotta let them do what they do. Those wellness companies gonna have a whole bunch
Yeah,
of lawsuits and
yeah, you already know what's going
they,
on. That's why
yep,
they chilled out because
they
they
gonna
doing
do
a
it to
lot of
themselves.
playing.
They'll
Yeah,
do it
for
to
sure.
themselves. That's why I said, what happened to VL? I don't even hear about VL no more.
Oh yeah, you made a great point when you said it. When you said that, I thought about it. I said, "Cool it right."
Hey,
Like,
isn't
ain't nobody
VL a
talking about
part of US Express or is that Variant?
variant.
Because you got that big merger. Because you got to think it's not just US Express; it's all their subsidiaries too. That's gonna be
Ah,
that's a
yeah,
huge mega, man. I'm curious to see what that's gonna do to because they control a huge market. Like
most definitely.
Swift, Knight, all their subsidiaries. Now you got US Express and all theirs. I mean that's you're probably driving by one of their trucks. Every single one of us gonna drive by one of their trucks every day.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see what I mean. We'll see what happens. With the U.S. Express situation. I mean, I'm not even worried about it because that it don't got nothing to do with me. It's like
hmm,
more so like other company mega carriers battling out to see who get the best freight and all this. Um,
yeah.
Let them figure it out.
You
We
don't
can
think
still
that's gonna affect the spot market because they got such a big market share?
Um,
um
I don't think
Kind
so.
of,
I don't think so.
kind of dictating the race and whatnot just by the moves that they're making.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
got, I
uh,
so.
mean, you got one big company kind of just like making moves, and I honestly think that's gonna start making little waves that we'll feel. I mean, it's not gonna be like detrimental or anything, but I think we're definitely gonna notice they're gonna have some sort of control over the market.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to get it. Well, see, I'm working right now. I'm trying to get away from the spot market. I only got one or two drivers right now in the spot market,
hmm,
and I'm trying to get totally away from the spot market, contract only.
yeah,
Um, that's the best way to go because that's why I'm not. That's why I don't worry about what happens in the market. COVID happened, all this other stuff happened. What's going on right now that doesn't affect us because we got either contracts or we got certain relationships with certain people.
yeah,
You just gotta work to get through
Yeah,
this downtime. Just
you
keep
just got
bringing
to
in
keep.
revenue.
Yeah, you just got to keep putting the work in. Like it's like I said, this didn't happen overnight. This took. You got to think about it. I got my authority in 2019, so that took. Look how long it took. We in
yeah,
2023. I started getting those probably like I had one for a while, but I started getting more contracts based on the equipment I had. So we would say like 2020 between 2021 and 2022. We start getting more and more, relationships and contracts and stuff like that, and it's just start building off of that. Because once you
yeah.
start having equipment, it's over.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you get them based on your relationships with the people, or you was going out basically door to door with it, knocking
Well,
on doors, trying to
I did both.
sell a? Oh,
Both
okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
relationships
for
with
sure.
brokers, and I was out. Like I said, I just got the flower customer I just recently got. That was just based off because I saw a box truck in my neighborhood, and I just called the number. I
For real.
called the number. That's it. That's all I did. And it was like,
And you
"Yeah,
looked
we
up
need
on that
help."
contract,
Huh?
and you got the contract with
Yeah, I
with
went.
them
Me
people.
and my dispatcher. We went. We literally drove. I drove my personal car to their facility, and they did a whole. I was ready to film it and everything, but
Yeah.
we did a whole tour of their whole facility
Uh
and
huh.
everything, and they showed us all the what they do and what they build, and they actually got a gun range out there. They got a gun range. They got a campus, a campground out there, and all kinds of stuff. They use Boy Scouts and stuff like that. They showed us the whole
Yeah.
facility. You know,
So
and
so when it
so
was time to like negotiate the rates, was like did they just tell you, all right, this what we offer, or did you have some leverage to negotiate it as far as your business with
no,
the
they,
people?
they they already had the rates in place. But what the thing
Oh, okay.
was, they pay us round trip. So
Mm.
they pay us round trip and they pay us per drops and they pay us reimbursement for tolls.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Good
so
money.
when I did the numbers, it made perfect sense. I didn't even have
Yeah.
to like negotiate nothing like that, or nothing like
Mm.
that. All of it made sense.
Yeah.
That's one market I ain't going to. I'm staying out of the Northeast.
I like the Northeast, man. I don't like the West Coast, man. That's a whole
Yeah,
different other animal.
I prefer the West Coast.
What
Oh,
up,
okay, yeah.
JPTV? What's going on? Look like you doing the port work or something.
Working out here in the oil field, it's kind of noisy, so I don't know if y'all can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we hear a little background. We can hear you though.
Okay. I mean, I just want to give a shout out to all y'all, man. God bless y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all get y'all money, build y'all careers. Make sure y'all invest in y'all future. I'm talking about the stock market. All right, so we're going to call number 14.
Appreciate that.
I gotta jump off here, guys, and fuel. But yeah, thanks for having me on, dude. But yeah, you guys just keep working, keep
Y'all be
busy.
safe out here, man.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, like I was saying,
But
man, but you got different ways. Like I said, when it come to contracts, or you can say not. Well, I want to say it like this, but you can get contract, but all the time contracts is not good. Sometimes it's good for like a handshake. Like, hey, this handshake right here, we agree to this rate. This is what it is, and this is what we're gonna be doing from here on out. And then sometimes you got situations where you got relationships with particular brokers that can give you freight. As long as you pulling that freight with them every single time, you're good. Like I said, I sacrificed my weekends for about 4 months.
Yeah.
To run these bananas. And out of that, I came there every single weekend on time, deliver on time, send the paperwork in on time. I did that me personally, until I was able to put a driver on it. And then eventually the shipper reached out to me on some like, hey, can we work directly? That's why I be saying, like, sometimes when you do stuff with brokers, the shipper's going to notice certain things and they're going to reach out to you on something like, hey, can we work directly? You ain't stepping on nobody's toes and nothing like that. They come to you. So then right then and there, you do the deal. Like, what you looking for, what you trying to do, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. You got leverage, you can negotiate. They see you every weekend. So that's it. Sometimes stuff like that happens though. Sometimes you got to sit back, do your little, and the little pay good too still, but sometimes you got to sit back, do what you got to do, sacrifice, opportunity is going to come up.
Yeah. So how much the reefer market averaging right now on the spot market? Do you know that? I like picking your brain on shit. This.
Oh, what'd you say?
How much is the reefer market averaging right now, as far as with the rates?
Because right now,
like spot market wise.
Spot market, they trying to force that 250.
Yeah, I kind of seen that on a couple load boards I was looking at, but like $2, $2.50, some shit like that.
Yeah, but see, I don't even like for instance, like if I got a driver in New Jersey and I'm trying to get him back to VA, back to Richmond, and if I see a load like that, sometimes I might, hey, listen, they head over here and get this load to bring it back. Sometimes they may be like, why would I do that? And I break it down to them because for one, we're not about to be doing this $2.50, $2 just so you can go back home. Make it make sense. Let's go over here. That's their head a little bit west over here to pick up this load to come back down. It makes more sense because one, you're not burning that much fuel and you empty.
Yeah.
So, certain things it just gotta make sense. You got, sometimes you gotta break it down to somebody, real quick, like, hey, this how it's done. Because they might not understand. But like we're not about to be like New Jersey to Richmond. We're not about to pull a load for $800 from New Jersey to Richmond. We got tolls we gotta go through.
Facts.
The weight is gonna factor. Certain trucks get certain mileage. Like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, forget about it. I'd rather go to Allentown or something and bring it back to Richmond. We want to be able to get that all same day. And that's another thing about same days and next day deliveries and stuff like that. The goal is to get it all quick as possible so you can get the next load.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. Sometimes you got, anytime they bring up something in Petersburg, Virginia, if there's a load going to Petersburg, Virginia, you already know that's a Aldi's. Boom. You can get that off, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight.
Yeah.
So certain things like that, you got to pay attention. It's all about getting that load off quick so you can get to the next load, but it got to make sense at the same time, and tolls, we got a lot of tolls over here because you got Maryland, you got Jersey,
most definitely.
But back to that contracts and relationships and stuff like that. I built mine off relationship. Like even the load I've been doing for 4 years now, that was off of a relationship, and I'm still doing that lane to this day.
Yeah.
They ready to build another facility that's next door. We ready to do 3-4 loads a day. Same
Off
thing.
that one facility, out of that one facility.
Off that one facility, 3-4 loads a
Oh,
day, home every
damn.
day, Monday through Friday.
Shit.
That takes away 3-4 of my drivers right there.
Yeah.
Then I got
Yeah.
the bananas I'm doing this every weekend. I got drivers. Hey, you want to make some extra money? Here
Mm-hmm.
you go. Quick little next day delivery from Norfolk to Fredericksburg, VA to
Yeah.
VA. So certain things I can drivers making good money.
Mm-hmm.
I could throw a little extra thing in there. Run this
Yeah.
lanes contracted too. And you home every day. But
For sure.
all that stuff, man, it's just like I said, I don't want to make it seem like it's easy, but all that stuff take hard work. You got to open your mouth. A lot of people want to get on these click apps and think everything's good, but you got to put the effort in there. If you want to get home every day, be home, and that's what's going on right now. A lot of people want to be home every day,
Most
but
definitely. Most definitely.
owner operators want to be home every day. That's
Yeah.
what I run into a lot, but it gotta make sense. I had lanes that declined before
Mm-hmm.
because it didn't make sense. It was contracted, dedicated, but it just don't make sense. Some
Yeah.
lanes don't make sense for owner operator. If somebody telling me, yeah, $800 a day, Monday through Friday, but you running 300, well, we say about close to 400 miles a day, you almost
Yeah.
breaking
That
even
man.
at $2 a mile. Owner operator ain't gonna really want to do that unless he really want to be home every day. But that's more so for a company driver. That's why I mix mines up now because I was doing strictly owner operators. Now I'm dibbling dabbling company drivers, but I'm not gonna go too hard company drivers because that's not my thing. Company drivers, no
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to nobody on here, but company drivers just a little bit too much of me holding their hand a little bit, and I don't have that kind
Yeah.
of time to be
For
like
sure.
holding your hand and walking you through because all they want to do is hold the steering wheel and just drive. But hey, man, can you pop the hood, check the oil?
Yeah. That's
you
true.
know they don't want to do that. Like come on, man, you still a truck driver. You could pop the hood, check the oil.
Yeah. They
You
don't want to.
know,
They don't want to do nothing for the free 99. They don't want to
yeah.
trailer wash out or nothing. I mean.
Oh, that's another thing. They don't even want to
Yeah.
wash the truck or get a trailer. They want to get home ASAP. I
Yeah.
be having a hard time with drivers trying to send in BOLs. Like, listen, this is how you make your money. You don't send a BOL, how you gonna get paid?
Yeah. That's crazy that somebody wouldn't send a BOL, man. Come on, that's the money.
Man, I be dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, man. I can't go into too much detail, but
Yeah.
man, I
Yeah.
be
Yeah. I
dealing with
feel you. I feel you.
just a whole bunch of craziness. This is like fundamental stuff, basic stuff.
Yeah.
But what up, G Way? There go another driver, Landstar, doing big thing. Got that incredible Hawk truck, that green truck. You see that truck? You already know that's G Way. What up, Eddie?
Hey, what's up, Cooey? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
this Eddie D.
Yeah, yeah.
I know it's two Eddies on here.
No, it's Eddie, you know.
How you doing out there, man? I know you said something about selling your trucks or something like that.
Nah, I sold both my trailers. I made pretty good money off both those trailers, and this was last year. At the end of last year, I sold them. But I went to Walmart in June. You know, I lost my motor in what was it, January, end of January of last year, and I got my truck back. What was it in March, almost April, and I ran straight for a month, and I was like, man, kind of see the writing on the wall. I said, I'm gonna park my stuff. So I went to Walmart, and I figured I'd be at Walmart. I said I'll be at Walmart a year. That's what I told my wife. She said, don't sell the truck. Go ahead and sell the trailers. I said, yeah, that's a good idea. So that's what we did. We sold the trailers, kept the truck, and I'm still at Walmart.
What you doing? A
So
power only?
no, 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 I'm not even running my truck. I parked my truck.
Oh,
I'm working for Walmart. Yeah,
you working?
I'm company with Walmart.
Okay, okay.
Yep. So I kind of just pause my business and I'll re-enter when things get better.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Sometimes you
Nah,
gotta
man.
evaluate the situation and gotta do what you
Yeah,
gotta do.
yeah. It was 75 grand. I mean, when you factor in everything, right? Being down for almost 3 months, 46 grand for the motor, and you know, all the costs that come along with that household, everything, insurance, it came out to be almost 75,000. So,
God
that's a
damn.
big hit. That's a big hit.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
not going to run. I'm to the point where I just said, man, I'm not running my truck into the ground for one major breakdown to put me out of business. Right? We're not doing that. We're not
right.
doing that. So we're just going to sit back, relax, and, I run the truck every now and then, once a week, and pause my business. And when things get better, I mean, I'm fortunate to have that option, right? So that's it.
Yeah, man. It's sometimes you gotta do that. That's the reason why, and I think you came in the same time I came in, right?
Yeah, we came in about the same time, except for you had more experience than I did. I didn't have any experience, right? I just came in straight with my authority and hadn't, had any. Well, I had some CDL experience a long, long time ago, but not semi truck. So yeah, man, I just came straight out and did it.
Yeah, I remember because you was talking to X, right? Exclamation
Yeah,
card.
yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
Yeah, yeah, he's still out here too, man. I'll be talking to him almost every day too.
yeah. He's a
But
cool
he's
dude.
yeah, he's doing his thing now. But sometimes you got I think I did a video about that. Sometimes you gotta do what's best for you. Don't worry about titling and
Oh man, it ain't even about that. Like I say, I don't call it. I don't want to say I call it a failure because really, I'm just trying to do it smart, man. For me, right?
yeah,
I could say, oh, I'm an owner operator and I'm sticking with it and I'm doing this, but like I say, I'm not running my truck into the ground. That's just not happening.
yeah,
I put way too much money in my truck from when I purchased it to all the work I did to it. It's practically a brand new truck without the body, right?
yeah,
So, so that's it. I'm just not gonna run it into the ground.
yeah, yeah. Because I sold two of my trailers too. Even though I thought about it when I did it, I sold when the market was crazy high. So I made a profit about, I think it was like 10 grand, 10, 15 grand or something like that. But
Yeah,
then I thought about it. I was like, dang, man, I shouldn't have sold them trailers because now I'm looking to get trailers. Like, man, sometimes I don't hit it on the head, but uh I missed out on that one. But I did make a profit from it. But it's kind of like selling high and buying low,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's pretty much where
Well,
we at right now.
same thing, in this market, right? Like you just look at real estate, right? So when the real estate was booming, what 6 months ago, whatever. I mean, it's houses prices are coming down, just like equipment prices are coming down. But you
Right.
sell your equipment and trying to buy another piece of equipment, you're just trading one for another. You know what I mean? You might make a little bit of profit, but you're still going to spend a lot more than you normally would. So just sit back and wait for the market to come back down because it's coming down. So, but
Yeah.
I still watch the market, right? Like, so I know spot rates, some spot rates are paying better than, or not spot rates, but power only are paying better than someone who has a dry van.
Yeah, I seen that too. Because I actually got a driver right now that's doing power only. I was looking at the rates he was doing it with, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn, he's actually getting decent money than a regular drive van. So
yeah,
I was looking to add another truck to that power only deal, but
right,
it was a little bit too late. So I was like, all right, well, I'll keep that one truck doing that then, and it kind of frees up one of my trailers, which is that's why I got stuff spread it out. Not only I do power only now, I do reefer, I do flowers. I got stuff like all different areas. Whether it's
right,
power only
right.
is reefer, because that also frees up one of my trailers, which I can potentially push that out to another owner operator. And
Well, well, I only had one driver, right? You got more drivers, you got more trucks and trailers, right? I've only had two trailers, so I pulled a trailer, and then I had a team truck, which was friends of ours, and it just got too rough for them on the spot market, so they had to go somewhere, and so I had an extra trailer, right? I,
yeah,
I wouldn't expect them to stay with me and just struggle, continue to struggle, because we don't know how long this is going to last. So, they got to do what's right for them, and it left me two trailers sitting there because, like I say, I went to Walmart. So I said, man, if I can sell one, I sold what I sell. I bought the 2018. I think I paid 22,000 for it, and I sold it for 33. And then I had the 2012, which paid like 14 something, close to 15, but I sold that for 23. So, I made money off both the trailers. So it was a good move. And, I'm at Walmart and I'm not netting over six figures, but I'm grossing over six figures. So it's good. It's a good deal, man.
Yeah. As long as you make money with the trailers, that's all that matters. But
Yeah.
I noticed with me growing, I noticed that I had to have a market to market something to somebody. I couldn't just rely on the spot market.
No, you can't. You cannot.
You can't just rely.
No.
I knew that. I knew it, but it kind of drilled in my head. I was like, all right, what's going to be different from any other company? So I had to
Right.
start getting lanes and different contracts, and something I can market to a company driver or even a owner operator, because company drivers are kind of like almost like owner operators in a sense. Owner operators want to be home every day. Company drivers want to be home every day. So nobody wants to sleep on a truck, but you got sleeper trucks. You see what I'm saying? It's guys, it's owner operators that have sleeper trucks, but don't want to sleep on the truck. So what was the point of getting a sleeper truck? You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
you got to come up, and that's what they want to do. That's cool and all. So now you got to come up with a situation. All right, well, how can I attract more owner operators? How can I attract more company drivers? You got to get on the horn and start finding these contracts and dedicated lanes because it's out there, but you ain't gonna know unless you're not gonna be able to find out unless you actually get out here and look.
Right.
Like times like I said earlier about that flower company, I just saw a box truck and called. I might be at a grocery store or something. I might be like, hey, figure out where he's delivering. I might ask questions like, what's going on here? I'm like, hey, they might tell me like, call this person. I might just call me like, hey, what y'all got going on? I got X amount of trucks. Y'all need help? Sometimes it might be yeah. Sometimes it might be no. All right, that's cool. Keep moving. But
Right.
so it's just the little things though. Like you might, like I said, you might be at the grocery store, you might be somewhere shopping at the mall. Everybody got some type of transportation going on. I'm not gonna know everything, but I'm willing to learn. Just like I was talking about flatbeds. I don't know anything about flatbeds, but I got a huge network of people that know about flatbeds. We'll figure it out.
Right.
We'll
Yep.
figure it out.
Well, like I said, I always respect your hustle, bro. I always respect your hustle. Even way back when we first started, you always out there every morning. You know what I'm saying? So you good, man. You're real good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, man. But I'm still out. I still out here. I haven't been on the truck in a while though. But I will get on the truck. To find potential more customers or whatever I need to do. Because if I see something slacking, one bit of slack, I want to get out here and try to find more customers. Some at one point I had too many customers and not enough trucks.
Right.
But we
Right.
leveled it out a little bit. But I just kept going, like getting customers, get more customers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, how
Yeah.
everybody doing?
What up, G Way?
Chilling. Just want to say thanks for the good information you put out, Cooey, and I appreciate your boy Joe over at ADP.
Oh, Joe,
Yep.
he got you straight.
Yep, got me situated. I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and put it out there right now. If you're not set up correctly, go to ADP, holler at my guy Joe. He gonna get you straight. Some of y'all guys not set up correctly, so holler at Joe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put his information in there, and y'all can holler at him. Get set up straight. Get paid on the W-2. Some of you guys need to be paying yourself on the W-2. You want to get that house and don't want to show tax returns? There you go.
Yeah. He can set you up with a 401k and everything inside your own company.
Yup.
Yeah.
401k, IRA.
Mhm.
I think the IRA caps out 3%. The 401k is whatever you want to match your company with. Some of you guys need a plan for retirement and get that tax write off.
Um, I'm glad you said something about retirement. I'm just going to interject 1 second if you don't mind. Um, Guys, be mindful of that retirement. I ain't been out on the road in a month. I'm gonna try not to share too much personal information. I had to go down and get my stepfather out of Miami and bring him back up, but he has a great retirement. Great. He drove bus for 33 years, whatever the case may be. The only reason I'm bringing it to light, before I became trucking, I had a communication business. I was making good money, never put money up for retirement. So I'm at an age now, I'm 53. I'm at an age now, I'm really thinking about it now, and I'm just really getting started. Do I have a few investments? Yes, but that retirement, trust funds, and all that is very important. That's all I want to say, man.
Most definitely. Yeah, because I'm like I was, it really doesn't hit you till you like later on in your trucking career and you start thinking about it, man. What's the exit plan? What's the get out? And you definitely need something, have some money stacked away where you're not 65 years old still driving a truck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be 65 years old driving a truck, 70 years old, 60 years old, whatever the case may be, driving a truck. My plan is to be out by 40. I'm only 35.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely get something prepared, man. Have an exit strategy, man. I think what's his name was talking about it. Dirty Broke was talking about it too.
Mm-hmm.
Have an exit plan because this stuff ain't forever. You
Yeah.
know, or let your trucks work for you.
Well, that's even tougher when you get older too. Health and trying to keep your CDL. As you get older, it gets tougher. So you can't always count on trucking neither.
Yeah, I'm already on the what you call a year DOT physical. It's usually 2 years. They didn't cut me down to a year now. I know guys got to do it every 3 months.
Yeah. That's crazy. You don't want to be in a CDL. You don't want to be put in a position where your health is affecting driving that truck. Because once the medical is not approved, you can't drive that truck.
Yep.
You can't drive that truck, man.
Yeah.
That's how you make your money. What you gonna do? So that definitely, I know a lot of people talk about health is wealth. All the health is wealth. Make sure you take care of your health. Drink water, man. Driving that truck, don't drink them sodas. Driving that truck, it's okay to drink sodas here and there, but god dang, when you're on that truck, man, drink water. Keep a gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons, 48 pack or something. I always keep a 48 pack of waters on my truck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know.
And saving money is the key too. Like I said, I've been off for a minute. Haven't missed a beat paying bills, thank God. But hey, I'm backed up in Landstar fees. But long story short, the reason I'm saying that Miss Richardson, I don't know how many people know her, but she had a slip and fall accident. She could have been out for a minute. Luckily, she was able to get back to work. She lost her memory for a little bit, had a little concussion, but it's important. We never know what happened out here, so you just got to be business savvy. And a shout out to you, Cooey, for schooling a lot of folks, because you done schooled me.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I learn as I go, man. But when you really think about it, a lot of people out here just chasing the bag. If you really see, y'all got plenty of time up and down the road to think about stuff, man. You got to think about the future. That's how I look at things. I look at so far in the future, or what's my next move, So you got to think about your future. You can't just keep chasing the bag. The bag gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come. But you got to really, plan for the future. This stuff ain't gonna last forever. You can't take the truck home when you're dead. We can't take it in your car when you're dead.
Yeah.
That goes that goes to a lot of other stuff like life insurance and all that stuff. But definitely get life insurance too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just ready to answer Easy Travels questions though.
Oh, I was just gonna say too. You made the comment early on guys driving into their late 60s, 70s. I see some heavy haul guys out here still doing it, and it's like they have to do it. You don't want to be in that position because how long can you throw them chains?
Yeah. Especially y'all, because man, I salute to y'all guys doing flatbed, RGN, all that stuff, man, and out there in the cold, breaking them chains, breaking the ice off that chain, and all kinds of stuff, man. But You don't want to be doing that when you're 60 years old plus. Let's be real. You don't want to be doing that, man. Man, that's why I don't want to say they waited too late, but they probably got like, divorces and all kind of stuff going on, and a whole bunch of debt they got to pay. And trucking, you make good money in trucking, but you don't want to be put in a position like that at that age, worried about paying a debt. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit back. I'll tell people, like I tell Leak and them, you want to be sitting back in Miami on a banana boat drinking a coconut.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to Miami next week, man. Yep.
That's why I do a lot of videos about traveling, man. I travel, man. Why not? You make the money, you better travel, man. Get your passport. Let's roll.
That's what I do.
You know what I'm saying? Let's roll. You know what I'm saying? I'm traveling. That's what I like to do. Everybody got their own thing, what they like to do, but traveling, that's what I like to do. Every time I go out somewhere, that's just me. Every time I go somewhere, I always got all these ideas and I put them into place. But that's just me. Like I said,
we do a lot of cruising. We got family, you know what I'm saying? I got smaller kids, and not small, but I mean my daughter's turning 18 and got a 9-year-old and a wife, so we do cruises. But if I was single, yeah, I'd be in Colombia, the Philippines, I'd be Thailand, all over the place. I know that.
Easy travel. What you mean when it comes to the audio? What would I show the feds if I haven't used it? You can have a business and not use it for a whole year. All you're doing is filing zero. You didn't make any money, but you can't do it for too long. I think it's like 2 or 3 years or something like that. You can't file zero every year. I think it's like 2 or 3 years. But you can get a business or get your authority, let it sit, pay the insurance, and for about 3 months, and then after 3 months, roll. Oh, audit. Yeah, you can do that. Exclamation Thoughts did that. You don't got to get the $1 million liability. You could drop it to 750. Get the 750,000 liability. Get the 100,000 cargo. Let it sit for 3 months. You got to pay for it for 3 months, and then after 3 months, roll. And the audit is backed up anyways. I didn't get my first audit for about like 10 months in. So I wouldn't worry. They might have caught up now, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. They're just gonna ask for logs and a whole bunch of other stuff. And you ain't got logs, tell them, hey, we ain't got no logs, we wasn't running.
Top rope, hit the link, top rope.
What up, Real Hustle? Oh, you'll be back in. But yeah, man, salute to y'all, man. Y'all still out here doing your thing. G-Way got that green, incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I need to go wash it up and get an oil change. I need to get back out on this road. Hey, it's funny. We complain about being on the road, but when you're off it for a minute, you miss it. Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, I always told myself, man, I keep saying it. I was like, man, I'm gonna go on the road one time and do a gross video. But every time I do it, then I'll be like, man, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, man. I mean, that joke be crazy, man. Like, man, I ain't doing that, man, because I be thinking about it, like, man, I gotta go across 68. I ain't trying to do all that, man.
What part of VA are you in, Cooey?
I'm in Richmond.
Okay, Richmond, all right.
Yeah, because I was thinking about going to Minnesota and all that, but then I was like, man, I gotta go across 68 in PA, which I hate.
They send me across 68 all the time. I go to Delaware a lot.
So you run the Northeast too, Eddie?
No, I'm out of Ohio, right? But they send I might as well be out of Pennsylvania because I'm always going to Pennsylvania. But then coming out of Pennsylvania, a lot of times I'll get loads throughout the week going up to Mount Crawford in Virginia. And then I'll go down to Delaware or to Delaware, I should say. It just depends, but I rarely go to Delaware. But I do hate running at 68, though. I do hate running at 68.
Man, I remember one time, man, I was on 68. It was like almost midnight, and the goddamn my trailer brakes was smoking. Trailer brakes was smoking. And I was trying to figure out what was wrong with them. There was nothing wrong with my brakes. I was just hitting that brakes too hard.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they ran 68 in a minute. Now I hop on 764 real quick, but I ain't run 68 in a minute.
Maybe one day, but like I said, man, I'm at the point right now where I really need to stop messing around with the truck for real because it's not needed. You know what I'm saying at this point. But I always got in my back of my mind, you know, I'm never complacent, but sometimes you got that hustle in you, man. Sometimes you just want to get out there and get that quick $1,000 right quick.
Yeah, make that money while you young.
Yeah. But I got people around me, man, just be like, man, you don't need to be messing around with that truck, man. You don't need to keep getting in that truck. You just put a driver and roll. But like I said, man, it's kind of hard when you've been doing it for so much for so long. You know, it's that hustle mentality.
Yeah. I want to get to the point that I have problems finding a driver or keeping a driver, this and that. But I want to get it to the point that I have a couple of drivers and I just take a load when I want one. I say, see the profit margin good enough. I say, you know what? I'm gonna take that load. I want to be able to hop in the truck when I want to, not when I need to.
Yeah. Because like right now I'm working on. I kind of use my truck like a second option, or like if one of the drivers' truck is down, I let them hop in my truck or whatever. But right now I'm probably end up buying. I'm thinking about buying a day cab, like just to have it in the yard for any. That's why I said when you got owner operators, think about it like this: like when they truck go down, they not making no money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out a way where I can have another truck just sitting in the yard where, hey, you can hop in this truck. I charge you, like a little truck rental. It ain't gonna be no rider, no Penske prices, but something fair where you could still make money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about stuff because I think about everything that I went through with these companies, with Suntech, Metallark, and all them. When your truck is down, you're not making no money, and you just constantly in the hole till your truck is ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out a way to avoid all that. So that's how you keep drivers. That's how you have a low turnover. You see what I'm saying? And I got drivers been with me almost 3 years now.
Oh,
so
that's good.
Yeah, that ain't easy. I got a low turnover rate. That's what you want though.
Oh yeah.
You got to keep the freight, keep the contracts, pay them good. You got to figure out different things. To stuff happen out here. I should have did a video about it, but I didn't. Like one of the drivers messed up my trailer doors. Okay. We getting it fixed or whatever, but there's consequences about that. Nothing personal, but you did driver negligence. So stuff like that, you gotta, as a business owner, you gotta handle it. You got stuff happening every day out here.
Was it a company driver or was it one of your lease storm drivers?
No, it was one of my he's a company driver for a contract for a owner operator.
Oh, okay.
So and I teach the people the game, like, hey, if I'm charging you back for something, you got to charge that back to the company driver. Especially if it's a driver negligence.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, it's just business. It's consequences with that. But you keep it moving. I went ahead. I called Ryder. Hey, I need this trailer. Hey, it'll be ready in 2 hours. I went to go picked it up. Kept it moving.
Yeah. You were saying about you want to keep an extra truck around for your owner operators or whoever truck might go down, and it does happen. A friend that I was running a lot of military stuff with, truck same year as mine, he might have had 21,000 miles on his truck that I got. He just had to replace a whole engine, crate motor, 62,000, 10,000 on the core, so he's out 52,000 without labor.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's that's crazy. That's why I want to be able to, because I'm not at the point right now where I can cover owner operators. You know how like Landstar does. You know they cover the expense for a breakdown or whatever, and they charge it back the following week or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We ain't there yet, but I want to get there.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you know what? That done saved me a lot. Last I did help me out, especially in the beginning when I had that white truck. Yeah, they lent me some money, helped me out, kept me afloat. I poured a lot of money into that truck, but I call myself it's pouring money into your business. Don't think you're just throwing your money away. And that truck got me to the point where I'm at now. So when it comes to spending money to keep your business going, be ready to do it because it's needed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I spend a lot of money. I spend a lot of money, but I always get it back. But
Yeah.
you gotta figure out ways, especially being a fleet owner. You gotta figure out ways to keep it going, keep it moving. You know, figure out ways to keep the drivers moving, so keep money in their pockets. That's why I came up with the whole, day cab thing. Plus, I still got my truck as a swing truck. But I want to get a day cab too for some of that local lanes. Because most of them local lanes is like sensitive stuff, so they got to be there on time. They got sensors in them, and so on and so on. So you got to keep it going, especially dealing with reefer. You know, at the end of the day, you might be friends with a customer, and y'all might talk about sports, might talk about kids. But at the end of the day, that shipper got to get that product from point A to point B. Don't matter what you got going on.
True, true. Hey, you be safe out there, Eddie.
All right, Eddie.
Mm,
But I ain't going.
I heard you mention something about box. You got reefer box trucks, or you just got regular boxes? And congratulations on them T680s too.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. No, I started another authority, um, which I'm gonna put box trucks on there. Now I've been poking around with the reefer box trucks, but I haven't found nothing that was like solid for me to go buy one. Because I do got some freight for box trucks. I actually got my first customer based off another customer for box truck.
Wow.
I just gotta go get it. Which I haven't got it yet because I end up getting the two semi trucks, the T680s. So I'll get them eventually. I just you gotta before you can focus on another business, you gotta make sure your first business is good. We had 9 trucks now.
Oh
9
wow.
trucks. Because I got another truck coming probably about 2-3 weeks. I got another truck coming, then I'll cap it out at 10. I'll cap it out at 9 trucks, and then I'll start bringing on more trucks sometime in September.
Wow. Wow.
So
That's good. That's good. Them T680s you did at an auction, or you went to a deal?
auction, Taylor Martin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Taylor Martin, yeah. They actually it kind of like I said, I did the video about it. It just fell in my lap though. I wasn't even planning on getting T680. I was actually trying to get the Walmart trucks,
Mhm.
the 2016 Freightliners. But they was going for like 50 grand, which I can understand because they Walmart trucks. And then I saw the T680s, and I didn't even see the T680s, and I'm like, hold on, they got 2 of them, the same truck. So I bid on them. Somebody was battling me about them, and then I hit the 35 grand, and he said, going once, going twice, sold. I was like, oh snap. That was that. It was done deal.
Was it online or was it physically their location auction?
No, that was online. That was
Mhm.
online, and and I don't recommend this to nobody because I didn't even check out the trucks. But I had a my rep in Richmond. He was down in Salisbury, and I had him do a couple things to the trucks, and he told me where the trucks came from, and he said that's a good buy. You should bid on them. So I was like, okay, and I was doing all this while the auction was going on.
Wow.
That it was crazy, and like I was in contacts with him the whole time the auction was going on, and he was telling me where the trucks came from and this and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So I had to make a choice right then and there. I was like, I'm gonna roll the dice and went with it.
True. Look like it worked out in your favor. Those some pretty trucks, man.
Yeah, and it's blue. It's the same. The color. The crazy thing is, it's the same color as my Jeep, and I was like, God dang.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I ain't mean to cut you off. How your oh man, the car rental thing doing for you?
Oh,
When you doing the Turo thing?
Oh, Toro. I took the Jeep off Toro for a while because I was upgrading it. So I put some 35-inch tires with some 22-inch rims on it, and I updated my speakers, the two fronts and the two backs. I put a subwoofer back there, and I updated I put a Stinger audio system in there. But when I did all that, I forgot to put my steps on there. So the truck is sitting so high. I was like, damn, I can't even put that on Toro because people gonna have complaints about getting in there or they might fall out or something. And next thing you know, I got a lawsuit. I fell out the Jeep or something like that. So I forgot to put the steps on there. So I gotta put the steps on there before I put it back on Toro. Okay. Which at the same time I was working on adding trucks. So I had to put it on hold. But before the weather breakout, I had the steps on there, and then I'll put it back on Turo sometime probably, and I want to do it before I go on vacation. So I'll have it back on Turo probably sometime around May.
You going on vacation again? Where you going, bro?
Oh, Colombia.
Wow. Passport bros.
Yeah, we're going back. I'm going for my boy's birthday. His birthday around that time. He said he wanted to go to Colombia. I was like, all right. So it's like 6 of us going.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. And, victory lap. Traveling change your perspective on life. Get outside America. That's true. And I've been to a few of the islands. I think the furthest trip I went to London, England, and Scotland. That was beautiful. My sister's over in Africa now in Senegal. I wanted to take that trip, but I had other things happen, so I couldn't take that one. But I want to go to Egypt. I think that'll be my next one. If I use my passport, Egypt will be my next trip.
Yeah, I heard Egypt, because I like stuff like history stuff. Because I heard Egypt though is not the place to it's not like a party place. It's more of a you stop there and then you on your way to the next place type deal. That's what I was told. I don't know.
True. Mario got you real quick. What kind of engine?
What engine?
Oh, what kind of engine cost that much? Mario. Oh, that was a Cummins engine. For the friend of mine who just had to replace his engine, it's a Cummins. Crate motor, brand new. Matter of fact, if I was StreamYard savvy, I could put a picture of it up for you, but I ain't that savvy.
Yeah. He said, yeah. You must be in Richmond, Marquise. Yeah, they the people starting to get the Jeeps and riding around in Richmond now. People starting to catch on to them. But yeah, them Jeeps, man, them things all right. Because I still got my Charger, but yeah, people like them Jeeps.
What kind of charge you got, Cooler?
I just got a standard edition Charger, nothing crazy. I bought that back in 2015, brand new. So that joint paid off. But yeah, I got the Charger, backup car. I use that here and there.
Okay, I thought you was gonna tell me you had a Hellcat. Dirty broke in the house.
Nah. I'm gonna end up keeping the Charger. I'm gonna give it to my son. He got about 2 more years. He'd be driving, so I just say I might as well keep it and give it to him.
You don't look like you got a son that old. How old you say you are?
35. Yeah,
Go
I got
ahead
a
on, man.
well, he about to be 14. I got a 14-year-old and 9-year-old.
Okay. Enjoy that time because I know you see it goes by fast.
Yeah, getting them straight, once because that time clicked by fast, man. When I came up, I had to get mines. My mom and dad, they ain't want no hand-me-downs. I started working when I was like 14 years old, man. So hopefully when they get that of age, man, they'll be set. They'll be set, but we gonna still teach them how to work hard. Kids, man, they don't know. Can I get $1? Can I get this? Can I get that? All right, well, you gonna work to get that?
Yeah, I think a lot of these kids these days, I have grown kids. You always try to make it easier or better for your kids, but at the same time, just my experience, and I hope other people avoid these pitfalls. Some of these kids live in expectancy now. They expect for you to do. Like when I was a kid, I paid for my own cell phone. I'm old enough to remember I paid for my own beeper. Don't laugh. But these kids these days think you're supposed to provide them with the latest iPhone, this and that. Yeah, so it's just a lot of pitfalls.
Yeah, they it's a different era because it's a way different era, man. Because sometimes I remember one time one of my kids went to school, told him, "Daddy rich." I said, "Please don't tell people that, man. Please don't tell people that, man. I am not rich."
We work hard for everything. Work hard for everything.
Yeah, but
Some
man,
of those.
it was a good conversation. We've been on about an hour and a half, man. I try to chime in with y'all. I try to work out this laptop thing. I'm on the laptop. I ain't really savvy with it. I just click the live button and go.
True. Hey, well, appreciate you having me on, man. I need to make it to a doctor's appointment, trying to get everything straight while I'm in. Time to renew my quick card and take this hazmat test again. It's never in the cycle.
Yeah, man, keep going, G-Way, doing your thing. Remember, I told you, man, you ready, man. I said, I've been saying it, man. You ready, man. You just got to pull the trigger.
I know, man. I've set myself up. I like to call it my baby carriage string. Yeah, I know I got to let it go. But I definitely be getting with you, man. You know I take pointers from you, brother, and I appreciate everything you do, Cooey.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. Everybody came in here today, man. Salute. I don't want to say when I'm gonna get back live again, but because usually it don't work. But I'll try one of these days to go live again.
All right, salute. I'm out.
All right.